Good morning. This is Susie Schulten with Midget Realty. I am coming to you from 26209 Cutlass Lane in Salvo, North Carolina. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,248 square foot house currently offered for sale by Eric Brajos of Howard Hanna Realty. And this house is currently listed for $455,000. It was been newly renovated. It is a modular home. Cutlass is Oceanside in Salvo. Ocean is just down the street here. You do have to walk down and go over to one of the 2 walkways, which is one to either side of this street, down to the next street. There's no direct access at the end of Cutlass across the road, but there are 2 access points within walking distance of the house. House is not currently in a rental program other than potentially, the owner renting it out to family and friends. I would say the property line probably goes over to that telephone pole and runs along the edge there. So there is more room in this yard if you clear out some of the overgrowth. All right, as always, all opinions are mine. Please have anything checked out by a home inspection. So here's the front of the house. Looks like you've got some issue up there with the sheathing around, or the fascia board on the roof. That's easy to fix. It is cedar shake siding. It is on a septic. We are all on, most of us are on septic out here. I can't say all because that's not true. We do have a little foot wash out here so you can wash your feet off as you go in. We'll take a wander around. There are 2 extra doors to this outside space. Right now I've tried tried the key in both doors and it does not work. It is just an enclosed garage area. There are flood vents here in the side, so it's not an airtight place by any means, and those are required by the National Flood Insurance Program in order to qualify for the lower cost flood insurance. Here's a look at the HVAC, which looks newer. There is a list of improvements available online by request. Again, cedar shake siding. There does appear to be like a laundry room, or I don't know what this room was used for, but there's a refrigerator in here. It's an interesting little space. Sink at the back of the garage. So it's almost like someone had a little living space or workshop. I'm not sure which. You've got some really mature cedars back here. I'm not sure you want to keep these things. They are sort of going under the house. Side of the house seems to be in decent shape beyond the trees needing to really be trimmed up. Septic coming out here to the septic system. It's a newer looking system. This area of Salvo is known for water sitting either after rains or when it comes across from the sound. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Looks like you got a little bird nest up there. Of course, the camper will be moved. Yep, it looks like they have a whole little extra living space down here. I don't know how well you can see anything through there. It's pretty glary at the moment. Interesting. And then you've got outdoor shower. Oh, sorry, that was a terrible part of the video. Big outdoor shower out here. And then there's another deck. This is not the side that we have access to being open right now, so we'll go around. So it's a decent sized lot. it doesn't say on the listing. Oh, here we go, 10,000 square foot lot. So that's a good size lot. All right, let's go on up and in and see what we find inside the house. This deck is newer. It's obviously not original to the house. The house was built in 1986. Here you can get a look at the roof. A decent amount of deck space on this side. Some built-in seating. And really, I don't think a rooftop deck on this house would get you any better view of the water. The dunes in Salvo are fairly high, so there's really not anything you're going to do to see over them from this height. And even again, a rooftop, I'm not sure would really get you a whole lot more. So originally, this house would have been the screened-in porch area. And they have enclosed this and turned it into more living space, obviously a formal dining area. That would have been the exterior wall. And there is the front beam of the house going across the top there. Traditionally, in this type of situation, there would have been a door right here, probably a slider, sometimes not, sometimes it was a regular door, but in either case, this would have been the front wall. And they have opened this up, made a much larger kitchen. That is a tile backsplash on the wall. And it looks like, oh, yep, it's a concrete countertop. Very nice. It looks like it was a poured in place concrete countertop. That is a nice thing. They age over time. If you're not familiar with concrete, everything you do to them gives them character and ages them. So you don't really worry about spills and such on them. And you just use, the easiest thing to use is wax, beeswax on them every once in a while to help keep them sealed. I know this, I have concrete countertop in my home, and I helped my husband make the concrete countertop that's in our home. Ours was not poured in place. Ours was, we poured it and then lifted it up. So you've got stainless steel appliances for the refrigerator, microwave, and stove. The dishwasher is here, but it is black. You have the luxury vinyl plank flooring, which is what we see a lot nowadays. They've created this little accent wall here with the TV on it. There is the other deck. And there are two access points to this deck, one from the front and one right here on this slider. Oop, there we go. So, again, newer deck. It's getting a lot of nice breeze here today, so, you know, it looks like an area that would have a nice amount of breeze going. All right, vinyl plank flooring continues down in the hallway here where you have the bedrooms. So bedroom number 1 looks to be maybe a full-size bed. I don't think it's big enough to be a queen. There is a slight hump in the floor right here when I'm stepping into this bedroom. And this is the wall where the two halves of the modular were put together. So you can tell because that is one thick wall right there. All right, so bathroom right here. They have done a crazy paint job on some shiplap, but the vinyl plank flooring is there. Newer commode. They've redone the vanity and the mirror. There is a closet back here. Let's see. Yep, just a linen closet. There's what the original paneling in the house looked like. And I did keep the vinyl plank all the way into the closet, which is nice. Shower is most likely original. And the wall in here is paneling. It doesn't look like it's original paneling because it's not. it's a thicker bead. They've done some repair work around because like this is drywall, and then you go back to the paneling here. Washer dryer. Typical spot we see these in the modulars is right here in the hallway. They have put like an accordion style door on it, which is much nicer than the other style. All right, second bedroom that shares the hall bath, set up right now as a kids' room. Windows look newer. They're not new, but they look newer than 1986. And no popcorn on the ceiling. And then you have the master, which is a good size room. They have just painted the walls. This is not drywall in here. Just paint, which is, again, something we see very typically in these modular homes where they just paint right over that drywall or paint right over the paneling. And then the ensuite, which again, they've carried this flooring throughout. They just have a shower stall, which is original, I'm sure, to have just a shower stall. I don't know that the shower itself is original, but the stall is most likely just original because a lot of these homes that had these modular style have this. And then they have updated the mirror and vanity, as well as the decor and the toilet. And they've done something very interesting. They have built a box in to the trim for the toilet brush. Never seen that before. New commode. Now there is some issue going on here on the ceiling. It looks like it's probably a moisture thing with this bathroom not having a fan, would be my guess. As with all of the modular type homes, closet space tends to be small. So this should be, oh no, linen closet. That's nice. Normally you find an HVAC or something in there, but apparently that is right here. The hall bath, by the way, does have a fan, which is interesting. But it's a nice open space here. I will point out that the tile work, this tile, there are some flaws. You've got a piece missing there. They overestimated the size of this covering here. And you can see a little bit here and there around this plate and that plate. So a little bit of a workmanship issue going on there. This house does come fully furnished. All right, let's head back outside. This neighborhood is a very popular neighborhood with tourists because it is close to the top of the island, so you're not having to drive a really long way. It's also very close to ice cream store. So for people that want to come into the neighborhood and just let their kids ride their bikes, they can do that around the neighborhood and not have to worry about them getting run over, pretty much. They can bike to ice cream. There is a nice walking path that goes all the way through the village of Salvo. All right, let's time the walk to the beach. Now, Salvo does have a large double dune in most places along the ocean front. So first we've got to get to the beach, and then we got to climb the beach. But once you're there, the beach is beautiful. Currently, there's no permission for golf carts in this neighborhood. My guess is that it's not going to take us any more than 5 minutes to walk to the beach. And you can see that the house itself is not out of line with other houses in the neighborhood as far as age and style. There are some newer homes that you will find in this neighborhood. Brand new construction. There's also a lot of the older homes and a lot of modular homes. It's fairly quiet. Looks like a new house going in here. And I should say it is May 15th, and it is right around 10:30ish in the morning. All right, so when we get down to the end of the street here, this is Colony, and you can either make a right and go to the beach access for the next street that direction, or you can make a left and go to the beach access for the next street the other way. We're gonna try the left. These are the oceanfront homes. Next street over is, this direction is Quay Court. The other direction is Bosun. Looks like somebody's getting ready to build on this lot here. And here's the beach access. Good morning. Another nice thing about this subdivision is they have a reciprocal agreement with the Wind Over Waves subdivision, which is across Highway 12. That is a Soundfront subdivision. They have a boat launch and a little walk out to the beach, out to the Sound, where you can do kayaks, paddleboards, windsurfing, all of that. And they have access to come and use these beach walkovers, but there's no parking. So they would have to come and either walk over or drive over, drop off their stuff. And the same on the other side. If you wanted to go over there and use paddleboards or kayaks, you would have to put your paddleboard or kayak in, and then someone would have to bring the car back. But it's a nice reciprocation in the fact that you have access to the Sound. And believe it or not, there is no HOA fee in this subdivision, even though you have access to that other. And there are all these little walkovers. All right, starting to climb the dune. This would be a hot walk in the summertime, so you'd want to wear your flip-flops. All of this is Park Service property that we are crossing now. All right. So, double dune in this area, it kind of flows with this one. We're at the top of Dune 1. You can see the space here between Dune 1 and Dune 2, but there's no dip down and up again. There's just a straight across. Yeah, and not too bad of a drop down on the other side at this walkover. Generally, the Salvo beach is wide. There's no driving on the beach in the summertime. You can drive on the beach by permit in the wintertime. The tracks that you see out here are most likely Turtle Patrol or Beach Patrol as far as lifeguards. And you can see, I know it's not dead of summer. I know it's not crowded right now, but you can see there's plenty of beach. Lots of space to spread out. Nice wide beach. Plenty of space between the beach and the dune. So flooding in this area, not coming from this side. It's coming from the sound. All right, if you like what you see on this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you can get new videos when they become available. And again, my name is Susie Schulten with Midget Realty. If you have any questions, you can contact me in the comments or individually, privately, and I will respond to your questions. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.